Well, bro, let you start on talking about some of our lost brothers.
Yes, I'd like to give a shout out to a brother of ours named Danny Tees, who
God
was,
bless him.
yes, he
Can you
was,
describe Danny?
yeah, he was 5'9", brownish black hair, and good looking guy
Mm-hmm.
and tough.
Nice.
And well, they did a B&E one night, and he was the pigs come down the wait until they came out of the parking lot, rammed them. So they jumped out. They're just kids running, and he was climbing over a fence when he got shot from behind in the back, came out through his armpit and out and through his neck and shot him in the head.
That's dirty.
The guy who shot him said that Danny had grabbed the gun and he was struggling, but how can that have happened when he got shot from behind?
Yeah.
That was that piece of shit, Honeyborn
Who's that?
cop that killed Danny.
Why am I not surprised? Back then it was a cop.
Yeah.
Even nowadays, guys, cops get away with that shit.
Yeah. Well, after that, we declared war on the pigs, all the Parkers.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We
I heard about that.
We went down to the police station and we were outside calling them out, this and that. And,
fuck yeah.
They just locked themselves in. They wouldn't have nothing to do with us, right?
Yeah.
And we were a lot of us were packing,
yeah.
And we would have went with them because, they killed a good brother of ours.
Yeah, what a bunch of goofs.
Yeah. And same as, I'd like to say another shout out to Barry Mcclure. Same type of deal. He was in the city jails in Burnaby, and the cops beat him to death.
Yeah.
Over a lousy hot car.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people get into this stuff too. Is like one of the reasons why people get into gangs and different things that like when they were asking me on that podcast. I forgot to mention that, and I got beat up by cops lots. Now we're seeing this Black Lives Matter thing, but you guys have been dealing with it for what, 40 years now?
Yeah, at least.
More, 50, 55 years.
There was the Gastown riots that we were involved in. There was the Rolling Stones concert. Another one you went.
That Rolling Stones concert, is that when people's teeth got knocked out and stuff?
1972. Yeah. We were there, and
June 3rd. It was the first and the most exciting Saturday night I've ever had. I was 13 years old.
And believe it or not,
June 3rd, 1972, Saturday night is all right for fighting.
Yep.
Fucking right.
Stevie Wonder, he had that place rocking before the Stones even came on.
No way.
Oh yeah, he was awesome, man.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
You want to give a description of how things went down at the concert? Want to start that off, or?
Well, it started off that we were there
at the front.
At the front, all the Parkers and that, right?
And then, not only the Clark Parkers, but the Riley Parkers,
there
the Dunbar Parkers.
Shout out to Riley Parkers.
Yeah. I had a lot of good Riley Park brothers.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you guys. I'm sorry I missed your reunion, but I will definitely be there next year.
Exactly.
My brothers.
Yeah. Same as the Dunbar Parkers. We all got along with them.
Shout out to those guys too.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
And so anyways, we were there.
The P&E Warlords.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He's going shout out to those guys too.
Exactly.
That's a sick name, the P&E Warlords.
Yeah.
Were they seasonal only when the P&E was in town?
No, they were.
No.
Because that's a fair for people that don't know. That just comes.
Yeah. No. They were like the.
Fuck it, put your colors on. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Go on.
That's okay.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and then what happens is the Saints Angels, they come marching in, and everybody just spreads out.
Yeah.
Lets them walk right in to the thing, right? And I mean, I don't even think half of them didn't even have tickets. They just fucking walked right in, say, fuck it.
Into the concert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
No
go
way.
ahead, try and stop us. See what happens, right?
Oh no way.
Behind
That's a biker crew for people that don't know
Yes,
that are watching
yes.
Satan's
Yeah.
Angels. That was kind of
It became the
prelude to
Hell's
Hell's
Angels.
Angels, yeah.
But then all the Clark Parkers were behind them coming, right?
and the Riley Parkers.
And the Rileys, yeah. So then they went in, and so we started the riot.
Oh fuck!
Well,
Why? Let's back up. Why was there a riot?
We get into the Coliseum, and we split. I can't remember which way the CP guys went, where the RP guys went, but the Clark Parkers went one way, and the Riley Parkers went another way, and the exit doors, and we went over there and we kicked them open, all the exit doors, and kids are streaming in. Everybody's yelling and screaming. The security's trying to stop them. So
non-gang members, everybody just like
they're all poor kids from the East End. They don't
That's
got any
sick.
tickets.
That's dope.
We're all poor. Fuck, we
Yeah, I
understand
love
that.
it.
So security's trying to stop them. So we go over there and we pound them out, right? And kids are streaming in. Fucking pigs come. Fucking.
And then it was on basically.
Yeah, they were hiding around the corner at what's that?
They were in Rollerland and the Agrodome.
Agrodome.
And on horses too.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah, so they would just come by and whack you with the billy club, eh?
So the concert, needless to say, was not going to happen.
Oh, so the Stones didn't even come on?
No, but all their band stuff got destroyed too.
What? That's fucking
you're
hilarious.
getting that mixed up, bro. That was the revival.
Okay.
No, the Stones played.
You guys did this a couple times?
Yeah, they had a reunion with Chuck Berry, all those guys, and it ended up they were late coming out and everybody got pissed off. So all the Parkers went up there stealing guitars, kicking in drum sets, and just destroyed everything, right?
Oh, man.
Hitting people with the drums.
Yeah. And so yeah, it was.
That was like a good time though.
Oh,
yeah, lots of good times,
It was better also when there was not so many security cameras around. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. We want more cameras on people and things, but wasn't it a little bit easier to get away with some things too,
Like, I mean, I didn't get into the concert at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? So I was outside with a few of the other guys, and we took the Smith Wright garbage can and rammed it right through the doors, right? And that's how we got in, right? And then later on, we went up onto Renfrew Street, and we started flipping cars over, lighting them on fire, and just destroying everything in sight, right?
Oh, wow.
Guys out, right?
Just a mob.
Yeah, just a mob of everybody, right? But that was good times,
But by the time we got out to Renfrew Street, there they were on their horsebacks and their riot gear, beating on the fucking kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
The kids are screaming, running around. They're just like timid kids. They can't fight. They're not like.
And who knows?
So,
they probably didn't even know which ones were in or out. They just probably saw a bunch of kids and
started beating on them. So we all run at that time. There was houses on west side of Renfrew, on the Vancouver side. So we ran over there, kicked the pickets off, and kicked the post off. And we come back and we started fighting with the pigs, right? And then more kids joined in. The Riley Parkers were there. I think more Riley Parkers ended up in jail that night than the Clark Parkers.
Compare it to the Canucks riot that we had.
That's the first one.
You know where the guy that got shot in the head with the bullet and fell down.
Oh yeah.
Bullet. We did time with that guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
if he did too, yeah.
That was like right downtown in by English Bay kind of thing.
Robson and that stuff. Yeah.
And there was another guy thrown off the viaduct.
That was the second one.
Was that the second one?
Yeah.
Wadsworth. He was in the car when Danny Teese was shot and killed.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah, he was.
And it was sad that he lost his son just before he died.
Rest in peace, Dustin.
Rest in peace,
Good man, good soldier.
And Bum's wife and Dustin's mom are Clark Park's sister, Lorraine.
Yes,
Shout
Lorraine.
out to her.
And there's brother Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, there's been so many. Maggie was another one.
Yes.
Maggie.
Yes. Maggie. Brian G.
Brian G.
Brother Brian G. Chinese guy.
He-
Clark Parker.
Clark Parker. He was in the Sunrise Hotel, and this piece of shit turned around and was having a beef with this guy. And so Brian, being, he stepped in and tried to break it up, right? Well, the guy went to stab and got Brian. So puts Brian in the car. But instead of driving him to the hospital, he leaves him there and goes and does his thing.
Like
Goes
gets
to
high?
store. Yeah.
To get high.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
So
Like you see in the
Brian-
movies and shit.
Yeah, so Brian
Yeah.
he bleeds out and dies,
That's goofy.
And Alston, he was walking around with his jaw wired with one of those things around his head like a space
Halo.
cadet. Halo, yeah.
Halo.
I mean, we give it to him good, because Brian was a good
Very
brother,
loved guy.
And then brother Mark
Brother
Owens.
Mark Owens, to give a shout out to him, who just passed
Rest in
away.
peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Brother Mark.
He died of COPD, which is, he suffered a lot, but he was a Clark Park East Ender. And
That's when you get build up in the lungs and
yes,
you can't breathe anymore.
but he lived a long time with it.
He was given the first right about 11 times, and he would always pull through. Like we always say, old Eastenders never die. We just congregate in hell together.
Yeah.
I remember he was fighting for a while, and you guys were going to visit and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I was always telling you I went and seen
Yeah.
Brother Mark and how he was doing and stuff.
He was black, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
black guy.
Yeah.
Real good guy, talented guy. I was in
Yeah.
Kent with him.
Awesome drama.
Yeah, played drums,
No
could
way.
sing.
Nice.
He was his dad was into jazz, so he taught Brother Mark how to do jazz on the drums and that's how he learned at the beginning, right?
No way. That's
Yes.
cool.
But what I wanted to say was, Mark Owens and I was hanging around the park and that we always looked up to those guys, because they were the next generation above us.
Yeah.
And we always looked up to guys like Mark Owens, I would say Danny, Danny,
Ryan,
no,
peace.
no, shit, I forget his name. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, Roddy Schnaub.
Mm. I knew his son too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in
young
peace to
Rod.
him too. Yeah.
Roddy was there.
Yeah.
All these guys I
young
knew
Rod.
through Damien. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dame.
And,
Yeah, Brother Dame.
Yeah.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend at the time, Linda, which is Roddy Jr.'s mom, was
Young Rod,
a Clark Parker.
Yes.
Oh no way.
Tough
Yeah.
woman, man.
No way.
She would knock out. I seen her knock out a couple of strikers in the Eldorado one night.
No way.
Yeah, but yeah. So we looked up to these guys, and eventually we ended up in jail with them, and we started to get to know them. But me and Vic, we hung around guys like with Chief and Bob Wadsworth,
Yeah.
Flipper.
Rob
Finity, who's passed on.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob.
Yes. Yeah.
Rob, rest in peace, brother.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
So yeah, so we, like I said, we looked up to them. So they were. I mean, there was a guy called Mackie Ryan, and he always said he was the leader of the Clark Parkers.
Okay.
And we used to just laugh, because he wasn't the leader. If anybody was up there, it would be Mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
We all,
yeah.
at the time, he was tough.
And Big Al,
Yeah.
Albert Hill, who's
Yeah.
passed on. Big shout out to
Rest in
Albert
peace
Hill.
to you. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of the Hills.
Yeah.
I'll let
Their whole
let
family?
Brother Vic talk about them in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, these guys, we ended up hanging around with them and through the jail systems and that, and we got along good with them, and always got into fights with other people, and they would always back us up and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And basically, and there was like Brad Bennett, another one, and Mouse, right?
Yeah.
Another
Danny.
one, Danny. That's what I was trying to think of earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Mouse,
Danny. Yeah.
we looked up to these guys, and they were our bigger brothers, and so I'll let Brother Vic, talk about a little bit about the hills, as there's quite a few of them, and may they all rest in peace.
Talking about COPD just for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
Brother Roy Hill, who's still alive, and me and Roy Hill stood side by side for many years as Clark Parkers. He was with me with the fights with the pigs and the beatings from them. They tried to kill us one time on Broadway commercial at the Royal Bank when we went to meet Ma Hill. They thought we came to rob the bank. They came out with shotguns, about 12 of them. They were gonna they took us down to the old China Creek cycle track, which is the Clark College VVC there.
Yeah.
And took us under the thing and were threatening us. Make a run for it. I told them, fuck you, I says. Go ahead and shoot
Yeah, they
me.
used to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said, go ahead and shoot me. Fuck, I only got to crawl one block up that hill to fucking Clark Drive. I lived on the other side of 8th.
Mm-hmm. That's deadly.
So, anyways, Roy's got COPD and he's still fighting and kicking. He's a good guy and a tough guy and a good brother. So, shout out to you, Roy.
Shout out.
Yes.
And I'd like to start with his sisters and brothers. I'll start with Charlene. Charlene Hill was a Clark Park girl. And actually, she died in a house fire.
Oh, shit.
And that night, me and Roy went, and Sid Hutcheson, who's another Clark Park brother, who's alive, who stood by with me in many fights, P&E and everywhere else in the East End. We went by Charlene's house, and we arrived about 1 o'clock at night, and we're all drunk, and we said, "Oh, where's the baby?" And the baby was sleeping, and then we left after about half an hour, and the house caught on fire, and Charlene perished. The neighbors saved Barb, and I'd just seen Barb, our little niece. She was beautiful and like in her 40s and with a great guy, and she's happy.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, shout to Charlene Hill. And then next was Albert, brother Albert Hill. Him and Mark were considered like the leaders. Albert was very well respected. And he passed away in 1980.
Rest in peace. Shout out to him too.
Yes, rest in peace, Albert. And then next was Connie. Connie was, all the Hills were blondish, dirty blonde hair. And Connie was, in my eyes, she was beautiful. I was in love with her for years.
You've told me before.
For years, I was in love with her. And, but, she was the first generation Clark Park, and she was tough. And I was kind of scared of her. I was in love with her, but I didn't want to get on the wrong side of her. She'd pound me out.
That's deadly. Yeah.
But Connie was, she rocked what the Clark Park stood for and what EastEnders were. She was in Ocala with a girl named Teresa Brewer. Shout out to Connie Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still love you, Connie. I would have married you if you were still around when I came home after those 24 years.
Yeah.
She liked
And
the
spit.
girls too much.
Yeah. And 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 talking about Mom Hill, we just buried her.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Just recently.
Couldn't meet a nicer woman.
September 3rd. Yes, couldn't meet a nicer woman. And when all the Clark Parkers used to be on the run and had warrants out for them and, all kinds of crime, everybody would be hiding in Mum Hill's basement, and she would, hide them out and feed them. And,
very Animal Kingdom or Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah. So, rest in peace. She loved the Lord, and, she went home to be with him.
Yeah. Who else would there be? Can't think of any right at the moment.
There's so many.
There's so many of
Yeah.
them,
That's-
there was
yeah.
Maggie. He
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah, your sweetheart, Bernadette, his
Yeah.
brother Ron's wife, she just passed a
Yeah.
couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3 years ago.
3
Mr.
years.
Clark Parker?
Yeah, hung around with brother Ron and and everybody. And then they got married. Just to touch bases on this riot thing,
Mm-hmm.
and brother Ron was one of the few guys that got sentenced and did time for the Rolling Stones riot from
Oh, no way.
1972.
You actually got time for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I cut you guys off before at that story.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
no.
That concert and
Still
Rod
a good time,
Stewart
though, right?
concert.
The Rod Stewart one,
Yeah,
too?
me and most, we got busted there.
Oh, man.
Didn't most did some time on that Rolling Stones one?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. It was just.
Oh yeah, right. It was the Rod Stewart.
Rod
Yeah,
Stewart one,
right.
yeah. But I wanted to mention about a time in the Biltmore, and we turn around and we're sitting in the Biltmore, and there was like.
We just come home after doing a couple of years in
Yeah.
prison.
So we're in there getting drunk, and there's Roy Hill, there's Vic, there's Phil, myself,
Chief
is...
Bum.
Chief is he's the chief from our generation.
Oh, okay, different chief.
Brother Rick Wilson.
Okay.
But then there's a brother Danny Ryan, who's chief.
That was
That's
Dame's
from-
dad, right?
Yes, and he's from the other generation.
Shout out to him, too.
Yes,
Yes.
to the rest in peace, brother
Yeah.
Danny.
And we knew a girl named Bonnie Maroney.
Yeah, she was a Clark Park
Yeah.
girl, Bonnie Maroney. She was
Yeah.
a cool sister.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Bonnie
Yes.
Maroney.
Another shout out to another sister, which I really enjoyed her time with, was
Yeah.
Renee Cutler.
Renee
Yeah,
Cutler.
She
She's still
was,
alive?
No, she died.
Rest in
She
peace.
married this creep. What was his name again, bro?
Let's not bring his name
Okay.
up. He doesn't
Anyways,
just-
he's
but anyways,
downtown in
Fuck
a
that guy.
wheelchair, right?
I think he
But
passed on too.
He turned around, and after their wedding, they went up to Prince George area for a thing, and not an anniversary, honeymoon, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So they're up there, and he gets into a car accident. But what he did is he slid her into the pole instead of sliding himself into the pole. Right. So he ended up in a wheelchair, but she got killed. And I never forgave him for that ever. And I still don't.
What a head.
And another shout out to his sister Judy Clausen,
Yes.
who just passed away.
Oh, rest in
recently.
peace.
Rest in
Yes.
peace to you,
Melody.
Melody Cutler.
Alive?
No, she
No.
passed on.
Shit. Rest in
Shout out
peace.
to you.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to like drinking in the American.
The Americans bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Biltmore.
And the Biltmore, yeah.
The Biltmore, for
Where
people
did
that don't know,
Melody
East
drink?
Van is
Yeah.
infamous for all kinds of fuck
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, her and Vic's girlfriend, Val Savage, right? They would go to a house party. They'd walk in and they go, "Come one, come all. We'll be upstairs." Right?
That's sick. That's
They
sick.
would fuck everybody in the whole fucking party.
That's fucking sick.
Just for the record, nephew Peter, she wasn't my girlfriend. She was
Everybody's girlfriend.
She was a Clark Park girl. That's why we love
Those
the
are
Kara
production
sisters.
guys laughing if
Yeah,
anyone's
yes.
wondering.
Another brother that passed, Scott Bolt.
Yeah, brother Scott. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout
To
out
the
Rest
Bow
in peace.
brothers.
and his
Rest in
brothers.
peace.
Roger, who was
Roger.
at Clark Park, hung around with the Parkers. Scott Bo hung around with us. He was
Yeah.
a Clark Parker with me. I'll tell you
Mm-hmm.
a funny story about him later.
Okay.
But
And,
anyways, he was
his brother Mark too, who's
Yes.
passed on.
yes,
All the
yes.
Bo brothers.
But he was in a Camaro, one of those SS's, and the cops are chasing him. Well, I'm behind the cop chasing the cop. right?
Like out of the fucking Flintstones
Yeah,
cartoon.
right? So what I did is when the cop went to turn the corner, I just nailed them, sent them flying, right? So Scott and those guys all got out of their car, jumped in our car, and we took off and got away, right? It was pretty comical at the time, right? But
And it all took place in front of Ocala, which we just got out of. Like,
That's fucking hilarious.
I think that time we only did 8 months, all of us. So.
yeah,
In juvie, you used to be able to drive around the one on Willingdon.
yeah.
And so people would drive stolen cars around sometimes just to flex to their friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Pump music
Yeah.
or just to,
Yeah.
do
Burnouts.
whatever. Yeah, do burnouts, whatever, right? Throw something. So do you guys have any more shout outs? Any rest in pieces or for anybody in the hospital or lockdown or anything you guys
Yes.
want to do or missed?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Sure.
I'd like to do a shout out for Paul Mello, Key Woo, rest in peace, Brother Key,
Rest in peace.
and Bill Woo, and rest in peace, Brother Bill.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
We miss you and we love you.
Definitely.
And a shout out to their brother, Brother Ed.
Yeah.
Peace,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, shout out to Brother Ed.
Really awesome, solid guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Ron?
I'd like to give a shout out to Arlene Comerforth.
Yes.
And
Rest in peace, sister.
Rest in peace.
Linda Gorzak,
Yes.
another sister that went out with Roddy Schnaub
Yeah,
for years.
Rest in peace,
Rest
Linda.
in peace. I guess another one would be Bob Jakes.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Rest
also.
in peace, Brother Bob.
Roger Daggett.
Rest
Another
in
brother.
peace.
Rest in peace. And you go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'd like to say a shout out to Bob Jacks, who has passed away.
Rest in peace. Too.
Rest in peace, brother. And Jerry Gavins, brother Jerry Gavins, who was really close I was with. And when I was a kid in Clark Park, he used to tell me, little brother, go get me a bottle of pop. There's a corner store.
Yeah.
On 14th. And he'd always buy me an Orange Crush.
Nice.
So to this day, every now and then, I go and buy an Orange Crush
and spill it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like Tupac, yeah.
Yeah,
for a little liquor. Yeah.
Jerry Gavin's a very good guy, tough guy.
Yeah,
Nice.
I remember a time in the Biltmore, he got into a fight with this guy, and he just punched him out right on the pool table. And then when the guy was out cold, he turned around and puked all over him, right?
Oh,
stuck his finger down
fuck.
That's like Jerry was.
That's hilarious. That's like Beecher and Oz when he knocks out Schillinger and takes a shit in his mouth. Yeah. Fucking nasty. What's funny?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'd like to say a few words about Brother Roger Daggett.
Sure.
He was another very good brother.
Sure.
Rest in peace. I love that guy.
Clark Park?
Clark Park all
Nice.
the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Toughest guy in the city. Ever since he was 13, no one could beat him up.
Nice.
He was a wrestling champion.
Yeah.
Held powerlifting records.
It helps having those kind of guys in the crew, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When the pigs were coming after the Parkers and they try and punch him out, catch him, 4 or 5 of them couldn't do nothing to him.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, very good memories with Roger. Very good memories. Yeah. There's Cam Booth. And
passed away?
Yes.
Yes. Rest in peace. Thank you, brother. Nephew Peter. And there's Sherry Gibson and Kathy Gibson.
Both rest in peace.
Both rest in peace. Our sisters. Yes.
Clark Park?
Clark Park. Clark Park. Original Clark Park.
Nice.
And there's also Marie Tinkerbell. Marie McCullum. Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Jerry, too.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Jerry.
Yeah.
Another Clark Park brother.
Yeah.
Bobby Jones. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Davy and David Smith brothers, both passed on. Rest in peace.
Sad when I hear you guys saying so many family members.
Oh, so many of
brothers and sisters,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so many. Linda Gorzak, I think. I did. Yeah, I did say her.
We have.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
I'd like to mention my brother, who's my real brother, Ken Koski.
Mm-hmm.
Real good guy, crazy motherfucker. Yeah.
He passed away.
He passed away years ago.
Rest
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace, Brother Kenny. I still miss you, bro.
That's your real brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And
I know. Yeah.
yeah, I told you the story about
Yeah.
that. And Kenny, when we were locked up in Ocala, we'd be locked up for an hour. For an hour, he'd punch that cell and he'd punch it with some pepper on it.
Yeah, the concrete walls,
yeah,
right? Yeah, there's
yeah.
a lot of guys back in the day that used to do that, just hammer the bricks for hours.
Yeah, he would do it 1 hour straight, all lunch hour.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to get hit by his hand.
Yeah. I tried it for a bit and I didn't like the whole thing. Yeah.
And those of you grew up in the East End, you guys all know Ken Koski. You guys all knew how tough he was, and Roger Daggett and Jerry Gavin. So
yeah.
And
another shout out to Rick Rye and Vicky Crawford.
Yes, rest in peace. Rick Rye, another original Clark Parker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ended up going blind in his later years.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and I did time with him in the pen. I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of Riley Park guys.
Hey, why not?
Yes.
Let's show that unity.
Yes. Kenny Elliott, who was the leader. I was really good friends with him.
Yeah. Is he alive still?
No, he passed away. Brother passed away. Rest in peace, Kenny.
Lauren Hansen, rest in peace.
Yes, and that was his. They were like a pair. Wouldn't see one without the other.
Oh, nice.
And Kenny and Lauren.
Like you guys.
Yeah, like me and Ron, brother Ron. Kenny and Lauren did time with us in Haney and Ocala. They're the only Raleigh Parkers when there's like 30 of us Clark Parkers, but we loved them like a brother because we knew they were solid as the day were long and stand-up guys.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be in jail.
Yeah.
And also, I'd like to give a shout out to the Dunbar Parkers. Also,
Dunbar Parkers, I never even heard of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Brother Ron knew a lot of them. He was friends with those.
Yeah.
And another Raleigh Parker, Steve Much, who I did time with in Ocala. I'd like to give a shout out to him. And rest in peace to his family, too.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, Steve.
Rest in peace, yeah.
And there's Brother Ron.
Marion Gebby, Lorraine's sister.
Yes.
May she rest in peace.
Rest in peace, our sister. There's I'd like to give a shout out to Terry Reed. Very cool guy.
Yeah.
When I was coming up in the park. And
older guy?
Yeah, he was older. And he would always see me at the bus stop, pick me up. He drove a brown 67 Ford Fairlane with a 390 4-speed. Fast.
Yeah, back then, definitely.
Yeah. Him and his dad worked on cars all day long in their yard.
Yeah, he drove some nice cars. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And when Danny Teese got shot and killed, we had a big thing at Terry Reed's house where the media came and everything.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes. And I would also like to give a shout out to Bill Plaxton.
Okay.
And hope you're alive, brother Bill. And another good guy, real solid and tough as nails.
Oh, shout out to him then, yeah.
Yes. And brother Ron?
Debbie Bettercallo, another one. She went out with Daryl Crew.
Yes.
When we hung around the park. And shout out to them.
Nice.
Also, I'd like to say shout out to Danny Dankowski.
Yes.
His brother Donnie has passed.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I knew Danny really well.
Yes. Mike Mitchell.
Yeah. He's a brother. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace.
He's
Mike.
still alive, though, isn't he?
No, I'm talking about Mike.
Oh, Mike, yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I thought, Wayne Angelucci, another good friend of Bros.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Wayne.
Tough guy.
Very.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Rob Crouch.
Yes.
Another one. He's still alive. Though.
Shout out to Rob. We've seen Rob at Brother Mark's celebration of life.
Nice. Love shout out to him.
Love you, Rob. Good to see you, brother.
For sure. And there's a couple that hung around the park, but they left in the 70s.
Okay.
John and Gary Mcisaac. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, yeah.
And also the Larry and Gary I can't really remember how to hide.
How do you pronounce it? How do you spell it? Sorry.
HNDIA. But the H is so it's just NIDA.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
and
it.
Gary
Nida.
Nida.
That's their name.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Okay.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Beach Schmiernick and his brother Walt, Clark Parker's. Beach was had long arms. No one could ever beat him in arm wrestling, and tough too.
Yeah,
Very tough.
Yeah. Norman Colin Halibut.
Yes.
Halibin, I
Shout
should
out.
say. Halibin, not
Yes.
halibut.
Yeah.
Halibut.
Halibin, yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Norm Halibut, who's over in England.
Yes. With Larry Kilty.
Larry Kilty. Shout out to him.
Nice.
And also to brother Steve Stewart. He got sent back home to his in Belfast. IRA, Steve.
Yes, for sure.
Oh shit.
We love you. We love the IRA too.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
We give a big shout out to you guys in Ireland.
Yeah.
And his brother's still here, right?
Yes,
Bob
and
Stewart?
and a big shout to Bobby Stewart and seeing you, brother Bob, at Brother Mark's celebration of life.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes,
Nice.
and Sid Hutcheson, who's a good bro of mine. We rocked around a lot and did a lot of things as Clark Parkers. Clayton Cyteric, who's passed on. Rest in peace, brother Clayton.
Yeah, I worked with him.
Yeah, me and Clayton.
At the port.
Yes. Yeah. Longshoring. Yes.
Me and Clayton built a 45 Harley Davidson when we were Clark Parkers, and we used to cruise around on that.
Oh, that's sick. That's so
I got a
cool.
picture of me and him, one of the few that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Another shout out to Mike Cross.
Yes.
Another brother.
Shout out.
Brother Mike Cross, and he's alive, I hope.
Yes. Yes. as
And
far as I know.
I've done time with him, and
Solid guy.
Oh, very
Oh,
solid. Like years
Shout
ago.
out to him then, yeah.
Yeah, years ago he escaped from the sheriffs, and they had a big wild chase. The movie Rambo. Well, Mike Cross was Rambo.
Oh,
Just-
fuck.
Just
That's
think of First
deadly.
Blood.
Yeah.
They chased him for days through the mountains of
Yeah.
Prince George and that. He was on the go. He was gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love you, brother Mike. Did time with him in the pen, stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another one, I guess, would be April Sorenson,
Yes.
a sister of ours. I'm not sure if she's still alive or not, but
Yes, April.
if you are, hello. And
Yeah.
Shout out to April.
Shout out.
April. And I mentioned Terry Reed earlier, and Terry and April had some kids, and shout out to you guys.
Nice.
Fast Eddie Wilson.
Yes.
Fast Eddie.
Fast Eddie Wilson, yes. He was with us, he was a really good guy.
Nice.
I'd like to give a shout out to my sister. She was a Clark Parker with us.
No way.
Yeah. Tracy Waddington.
Nice.
Yeah, and I haven't seen her for years.
And she's alive?
Yes, I
We
certainly hope so.
We hope.
Sister
Tracy, if you're watching, message us. These guys would like to talk.
Oh, yeah, we want
Yeah.
to talk to you. Sister, you were the only ones that took all those pictures all those years when
Yeah.
we'd party all through the...
So she has it all.
I hope so.
I'd
She's
love to
got-
post some of that up.
Oh, yeah, she's got some good, crazy pictures of us.
Nice.
Oh.
And another one to Gail and Gary Blackburn and his wife, or
Shirley.
Shirley Vickers Blackburn, right?
Yes.
She's shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Brother Gary and Shirley, I love you guys. And thanks for all the help you've given me, Brother
Nice.
Gary. Really good guy. Even when I was a kid, he was always nice and gentle with me.
Oh,
Cool guy. Tough, too.
that's dope.
Tough.
And we couldn't get by without saying hi to Mackie, of course.
Oh, yes,
Mackie
Ryan. Yes, we love you, Mackie.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Nice.
Even though you picked on us.
Yeah. Not no more, though.
We wouldn't be who we are, the men we are, if he didn't pick on us, Mackie.
Exactly.
So don't feel bad,
some
bro.
some of it's just that rite of passage kind
You
of thing.
betcha.
Yeah.
You betcha.
It's all the good-hearted stuff. Nothing
Yeah.
in malice.
Yeah, did time with him in Ocala and Westgate.
Yeah.
Mackie.
And I'd like to say a shout out to Stretch. We seen you at the Biltmore when the Clark Park book was brought out.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
I'm sorry I forget your real name, but
Yes,
we all
brother.
know you as Stretch.
Well, that's the thing, right? As long as
Yeah.
you get these nicknames,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
We love you.
that's dope.
I'd like to give a shout out to Henry Damiago. Chico, I love you, brother. We
Yes.
give a shout out to you.
For sure.
Nice. Shout
Yeah,
out to those guys.
yeah.
Did we mention Kathy Todd? Okay,
No, we
Kathy
haven't.
Todd. She
Yes.
used to go out with Rob Thacker, who was a Hun
Yeah.
from Renfrew Park, like Rod Schnaub, Rob Thacker, Mike Keane. These guys are all from the Hun, but they
That's a
joined
different. That's a different
Yeah.
crew. The
Yeah.
Hun.
No, they became
They
the
became Clark
Clark
Parkers,
Park.
Oh, okay.
They came to Huns.
but they were from Renfrew Park,
Oh, okay.
right?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And basically, who else we were?
Wayne Garanza.
Yeah,
I'd like to give a shout out to Wayne Garanza. Love you, brother. A really cool guy. Really cool
Nice.
guy.
Hi, Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
also to Kelly Early. I'd like to give a shout out to them.
Nice.
And we all lived together. Arlene Cummingford, she was
No way.
from Raleigh Park, but she went out with one of my close brothers, Roy Hill.
Yeah.
And so Arlene and Roy and Wayne and Kelly and myself, we all lived in a house. We all had a
Nice.
house in 8th and Grandview Highway. I'm sure you...
Was it a party house?
No, because our landlady was super cool. She was like Yugoslavian, Margot.
Yeah.
So we never got rowdy there.
That's nice.
And I'd like to give a shout out to their little daughter, Chastity,
Yes.
who was just a little baby. And I remember holding you when you were like only
Oh,
weeks
nice.
and months old, when we all lived on 8th.
She
there.
probably has kids now.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does, apparently.
Another shout out would be to Earl Jang. He used to live right on the corner of Clark Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's another tough guy.
That's deadly.
You know, he was
A lot of tough guys in the crew.
into
Yeah.
the black belt and all.
Oh,
that
no way.
stuff. Oh yeah.
14th, right on the corner of 14th and Woodland.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Brother Earl. Much
Yeah.
respect.
Yes, for
Nice.
sure.
Hi, Earl.
And I'd like to give a shout out to my brothers, the DTC, the Downtown Crew.
Okay.
And you know them, Nephew Peter,
Yeah.
Brother Felix, Brother Mark, Brother
Yeah.
George. Much respect and much
Awesome
love to you
guys.
guys. You guys
Yes.
are our
Yeah.
family.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are blood.
Love Triple M. Yeah.
Yes. Brother,
That's about it that I can think of. I mean, the most. Richard Wilson. I shout out to him. We've already said to him, but that's about mostly the ones that I can think of right at the moment.
okay.
And if we miss anyone, we'll catch them in the
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah.
And,
I'd like to give a big special shout out to Danny Ryan, Clark Park brother, Brother Damien's dad.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Brother Danny.
Yeah, rest
And
in
much
peace,
love it.
definitely.
much
Yeah.
love.
And we love you, Brother Damien, as always.
Always.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah,
brother.
fuck yeah.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, did you mention Bubbles, bro?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bubbles. We
Just give a
Shout
shout
out.
out to you, sister.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Tough girl. Very
Yes.
tough girl.
And of course, we got to give a big shout out to our bro Flip.
Oh, yeah.
Phil,
Flipper.
Nice.
Phil Gauchier.
Phil Gauchier.
Nice.
Gauchier. He
He was with us through thick and thin. We went
Yes.
through a lot of journeys with him.
exactly.
And just want to clarify, there was Chief Rick Wilson. He was with us on many journeys through prisons in the street, and he was chief. And then there was Brother Danny Ryan was chief too. So
Yeah.
Rick Wilson was the first generation, and Danny was the ones following us. So
Okay, well, and people should know it is Damien's idea to put this together and
yes,
immortalize the story so that guys like, anybody that's out there giving an inaccurate depiction of this stuff doesn't get away with it because you guys are the real deal. Everybody knows you guys are certified. I heard that Janko's doing something and some other people are doing something, and I don't know how much they really know and how accurate that stuff really is, right? People catch the essence of it, but no one really catches the details like you guys can give.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're the living, breathing thing, you know?
Well, first of all, our beloved brothers and sisters out there, this Jerry Janko fucking goof, piece of shit, he's never a fucking Clark Parker. This fucking
Clown.
Oh, he's a corrections officer,
yeah,
right?
this
Like,
fucking ass clown. He was a fucking
Yeah.
pig in the joint.
yeah.
The only thing he did with Clark Parker's was keeping us locked up in prison.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much about him, but I've heard he's a corrections officer and
Yeah.
he was doing this Clark Park thing, and I know the guys weren't too happy with it, so they wanted their own account, and
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
That's why we're
He's
here.
definitely no
Yeah.
Clark Parker. Not a
Yeah.
chance. You know?
Years ago, I remember that creep doing an interview saying here's Clark Parker. It made me sick.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I was inside.
Well, you know what, guys like that sometimes, like I don't know him well, but guys like that sometimes don't think you guys will ever have a platform or a voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the proper production to get these things out. But fuck that. You know, we got
Yes.
this. We got word of mouth now. You guys, I've learned things about you guys I had no clue about. You know, and you guys are family to me.
Yeah.
You guys are a big part of my life. But this is it's invigorating. Some of these stories are amazing, and you guys have solidarity among your friends that, you know, we only dream about. Like I feel like with every generation, the idea of it's still there, the image of it's still there, but people are posing.
Yeah.
But you go back further in the past, and every generation seems like they were actually really living the real thing. You know, like it's funny. Oh, sorry. Go on, brother.
I was just gonna say, you know, like nowadays, you know, these guys, most of these young guys, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them just ain't got no balls.
No, they have no fucking parts.
You know, they got no parts whatsoever. They, you know, they think they can do the time and do the crime, but who's right at the top of the list?
Shooting someone's the easy part.
Yeah,
you know, that's the easy part. You're not bad because you're shooting people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How you handle yourself after.
Exactly. You know, and most of them end up being rats.
Myself, you know, you guys, you brothers know the story, you know.
Yeah.
40 years ago, they told me, if you don't tell us, you're going to be doing 15 to 20 years. I told them.
Yeah. No, you did that. You did that time pretty much just for being in a certain area. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for
that's
a
all
crime
it
I
is.
never did. I did fucking 17
like he
years.
said, fuck off. We're Clark Parkers.
Oh, no way.
Let me reiterate that comment. I did not say fuck off. We're Clark Parkers. I said fuck off. We're Clark Parkers. You fucking pigs.
Oh shit! That's deadly. In court?
No, when they had us in custody.
Yeah. Nice.
They says you better tell us, or you're going to do 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you're talking about that piece of shit bull or guard, whatever you want to call him, Junko, whatever, you know. I mean, we had a bro that he's passed on, Rob Finity, but you never heard him going around saying, hey, I'm a brother of the Clark Park gang or anything like that. You know, he kept it to himself, right? And
well, it's just clout. It's clout chasing, right? Like you were saying.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to a real special brother who had passed away, Coke Singh.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, brother Coke. Brown guy, Clark Parker, first guy to wear Dayton's, and he was a tough motherfucker too. Much love to you, Coke. Got lots of good memories with you, brother.
Respect.
Brother Ron? Okay, did you mention John and Gary Koski?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dougie Ward?
Yeah, brother Doug Ward. He passed away. Rest in peace, brother Doug. I grew up with him.
Yes.
Knew him since grade 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And somebody brought up the other day about Amadale. One of the best fights I ever seen was between him and Amadale.
No way.
Yeah, and they were both boxers at the time. Yeah. Amadale boxed for the Astoria gym. He was a Golden Glove and
fought for Canada in the Olympics.
And Dougie Ward boxed up at Western Gym on Kingsway, and his coach was Michael Elijah's dad. Yeah. So, anyways, we egged, poked and prodded Dougie until he lost his temper. We walked into Grandview Pool Hall, and the big fight started. It was an amazing fight. Like Abigail just out of nowhere, bang, 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 with the fist and the boots and the Dayton's flying. And Dougie gets him back, and next thing you know, he fucking throws Dougie right through the doors, the glass door, the swinging doors, and Dougie's so excited, he jumps back in through the other door. More to come. We'll tell you the whole story later.
Yeah, we'll have these played out when we do the documentary.
Yeah.
We'll have scenes. Think Dave Chappelle meets some other reality show or something. It'll be pretty cool, like The Punisher or something.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah, there was one night we were down in, I guess it was Third Beach. We were down there, and we just hit the brewery. So we had a whole station wagon full of booze, beer, right? So we're partying down there.
Stolen station wagon.
Yeah,
it's stolen station wagon, stolen booze.
yeah, stolen booze, right?
Right by the beach too.
So we're sitting there and we're drinking in that, and it's
Black Label Brewery
grad night. So Amadale goes walking down to the beach.
Yeah.
And he goes up to David Thompson school. They're having their grad. He walks up to the biggest guy and just cold cocks him.
Oh, shit.
Wham! Right? The fight's on. And we got into a big battle. And I remember Scott Bow, he's out like up to his neck in the water and he's pounding this guy.
Oh,
Two guys.
fuck.
In the water.
No way.
Another guy, I had a piece with me. So I turned around and I started butting this guy in the head with it. Right?
Yeah.
And then the cops come on the horses and they're chasing us, and fucking whacking
Oh
us
my
with
God.
billy clubs, and took all the beer.
Yeah.
So we had to go back and hit the brewery again, right? So
Oh, that's hilarious.
yeah.
For those of you maybe remember Black Label Brewery on 10th and Arbutus.
Arbutus, exactly.
That was like, we thought we owned that brewery.
Yeah.
Pull up with our own station wagon every week with a different color station wagon.
And just load it up.
Actually, they're pretty well all like Carling Pilsner we used to hit.
Yeah.
Molson's over by the bridge, right? We used to hit it, right?
Being the youngest, I had to run up the chute.
Yeah.
Where they shoot. There's a chute where they shoot the beer down to the delivery trucks.
Oh,
So I'd
okay.
have to run up that hill. Sometimes took me a couple of runs. Being
Oh,
drunk already and
Yeah.
Dayton's on.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We opened the door at Molson's and it's just stacked to the ceiling, right? So we
That's
start
deadly.
pulling cases out of the middle, right?
Oh, they all fell?
No, they didn't fall. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
But you would think they would. But
Yeah.
I guess there was just too many, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are good times.
They cross stack them too for in case
exactly.
That's hilarious.
some thieving people come along.
Yeah. They want to kill the thieves with the beer.
Yeah.
That's funny, though. Yeah, back in the day, it was a lot easier to steal things like that.
Yeah. And
Less cops, less security cameras, less alarms.
I'd like to talk about brother Danny Teese a little bit.
Sure.
Danny Teese was 5'7.5", 5'8", brown hair, brown eyes. Had a Clark Park tattoo, I think, on his right forearm. And him and his family, they came from England. And I'd just like to clarify what they were saying, that Danny did not grab that fucking pig's gun.
No.
He was climbing a fence when
And
he
that
shot
pig
him
shot him right in the back.
through his armpit, in the back, under his armpit, and the bullet came out and through the neck and through his head.
Oh, shit.
And that's the short and the long of the gist
that
of what
piece
happened.
of shit, Honeyborn.
Yes.
That was the pig's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard again that he killed another guy in Richmond, but I don't know about that. I just heard it. That's all. But yeah, he was a real piece
When
of
these
shit.
guys get away with it, they do it
Yeah.
again.
Well, he was.
He's got 3 under his belt.
Yeah, he was head of the
He's got-
murder,
Homicide, major crimes.
Yeah, major crimes.
Mm.
But
What a goof.
Yeah, we had lots of. We had the two from commercial there.
Scotty.
Scotty, yeah, right.
I had some residential beatings too by
Yeah.
by cops in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty and
Yeah.
Whitlaw, they were
Whitlaw, yeah.
they were a bad bunch.
They would just beat you up sometimes for no reason if they
Oh,
seen
yeah.
you in even in your own neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Like some kind of prophylactic for the streets, you know, just in case these guys are gonna do something bad.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They would just beat us up. I remember we were handcuffed and
You
face
know,
down, and they would kick us in the back of the head with the chin down and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, these guys, they were tough. So they, if you got mouthy with them, they would fight you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
these-
nice.
They
these-
wouldn't.
Scotty and Whitlaw, those fucking
yeah.
pigs were fucking tough motherfuckers.
I like that though when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
when they're
Yeah.
down
Oh,
to
yeah.
fight.
Oh, yeah, they'd
I'd
go
rather
with you.
fight. Yeah.
Fucking Scotty'd take his hat off and fucking give it to you right there, that little redhead.
Oh wow.
There was a part in the book where Rod Schnaub and Larry Booth were up on the city jail in Vancouver, up on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5th floor. And they were going at it with these two cops.
Oh no
And
way.
They were getting the better of them, eh? So they fucking broke it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was some bulls that were tough, though. There was, I don't know if you ever heard of Marshall. He was a
No.
big, fucking huge redhead with a missing front tooth,
Yeah. Same thing,
McKinnon
he would
was
go-
another one. McKinnon.
Yeah.
He's a tough fucking pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we weren't scared of them.
No.
That's good.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
go with them, fuck, didn't matter. But, what it came down to was it was the fucking government put a hit, told them to fucking kill us.
Yeah.
And that's how it all started. It started
Yeah.
with Danny and started with others, Barry Mcclure
Yeah.
and others. All the pigs are they're fucking strong arm, right?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
the government who fucking gave that fucking order to have
Yeah.
kill those kids.
Yeah.
They used
Right.
to take us down to New Brighton Park, tell us to take our Daytons off, and then they would throw them into the Burrard Inlet and tell you to go get them.
Fuck, I would.
And if you didn't, they would shit kick you right there, right?
Oh
Fuck
shit.
that. I never took my Daytons off. Fuck, you can knock me out if you can.
Yeah,
Ain't fucking easy to knock me out, motherfucker.
exactly. No, but they took them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they never threw my Daytons in there, but they did fucking push me off under the Granville Street Bridge. There's a thing. They pushed us off of that one time. Took us down to Stanley Park where the totem poles are and beat the fuck out of us
Yeah.
many
Shit.
times.
The old paddy wagon ride.
Yeah. They were doing those
Good
up until
times.
our time. Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Any funny juvie stories?
Yeah, actually, I got a pretty memorable story of all you guys and girls.
Still not flashing.
Uh,
Well, finish the story,
well,
bro.
one of the things is you always wanted to get on the side with the girls, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd yell across to each other, and they'd do a strip tease for you. And
Yeah.
We
I
do a
heard
striptease for
about
them,
this.
yeah.
Big's
Yeah.
up there going,
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And
Well-
then was it Ep or
Old man Cole.
old man Cole?
Yeah. Came in there, grabbed me by the hair. He goes, "You little pervert!" And grabbed me by the hair, threw me on the ground, smashed my head on the ground.
Oh
motherfucker.
shit.
Yeah. My heart on went. "Wah."
Have you guys read the book yet?
The Clark Park book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think of its entirety?
Well, the thing I didn't like about it was they didn't really talk about people that much,
Okay.
And instead of saying, well, so and so, what's he doing nowadays? Instead of
Mhm.
just talking about what they did way back then.
Mhm.
Well, it would have been good to say, well, some of us did get on in our lives,
Yeah.
had kids and
Yeah.
jobs and stuff like that.
It wasn't just some lost youth.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I didn't like about the book, right?
Yeah.
And the Danny Tease part was good, I mean, but other than that, no, I wasn't really impressed.
Yeah.
And I don't like the guy.
It's
He's
really really nice to know that, like, sorry, go on. You don't like the guy?
the guy that wrote the book.
Okay.
He's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
I don't like him.
Oh shit.
Brother Ron refused to talk to him.
Yeah, yeah. He tried to want me to talk about the book, right? And I said,
Yeah.
no, forget it.
Well, I feel honored that you guys, were cool with dames and
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
My thing
We're
here.
family.
Anything
Yeah.
for family,
Yeah.
But
this is amazing. Like I honestly feel blessed because this channel, like not only is it like true crime, but it's also like for local people here to know a little bit about what goes on and
Yes.
who the true pioneers of certain things were.
Yeah.
And I think it's an awesome opportunity to be able to do that for people.
Yeah.
And
I'm a tourist in my own city when it comes to these kind of things.
but we thank you, nephew Peter. We're
Yes.
so happy and blessed, and for all that you've done, you and Damien,
Thank you.
Yes.
encouraging us and
For sure.
Yeah, and I
helping us put this together.
yeah, and I just urge people to stick around and at some point, check out the documentary on Netflix and see all the action we actually show with it too,
Yeah,
Yes.
for
And
sure.
not just these stories that we're telling, but reenacting, and we got young actors and funny things happening and
There's lots.
serious
Oh.
stuff. You see pictures of these people that have passed away. For some of them we don't have pictures,
Yes.
but it's gonna immortalize the history of you guys, but it's also gonna show that you guys did get out and get on with life.
Yeah.
And
Yes, a lot of them did.
yeah,
Had wives and kids and
Yeah.
grandchildren. I met with
Exactly.
Brother Gary Blackburn, and
nice,
they got grandkids and stuff.
nice,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and that's important because it's almost sad when people sensationalize one side of it, one part of it. I've lived it. I know how people interview me and
Yeah.
all that stuff too. And sometimes it seems they're only concerned with the past and
Exactly.
we're not one trick ponies here.
No.
Yeah.
So
No.
No.
that's an interesting part of the past, and it's molded a little bit about who we are today. But
Yeah.
you guys even like I see you guys learning new stuff and doing different stuff all the time, whether it's work or
Yeah.
whether it's
Yes.
something else. There's always an evolution to you guys.
Yeah. There is a nephew.
Very progressive.
And with the park, it's been going on for years. There's always a different generation.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
right,
know,
right,
right,
yeah.
And
know?
like there's sorry, I didn't
That's
mean
okay,
to
no
interrupt
problem.
you. I just want to say that first of all, we're the second generation, but the first generation Clark Parkers,
Yeah,
we love those guys. They were our heroes. We looked up to them.
of course. Yeah,
And
that's what
that's
made
why
you
we-
guys want to be
Yeah.
in the mix. Yeah.
And the Clark Park was the first multiracial gang. We had guys
That's
of
beautiful. Yeah.
every color,
Yeah.
every color.
Yeah.
And they were all the tough fucking guys of that nationality and colors.
That's beautiful. That's
And most of the people were immigrant families. That's what lived in the East End.
yeah.
Before 1967, poor people could not buy above 16th Avenue.
Oh wow.
Yeah. In 1968, when they voted Prime Minister Trudeau, that was the first thing he changed in the Canadian Constitution.
Yeah. Well, that's why there's so many generations of you guys too, is because it's a multi.
Yes.
It's definitely a diverse group of people. I've
Yeah.
met so many guys that are from different races and different
Yes.
backgrounds and stuff like that. So when you have something multicultural, I know it's got its own culture, but when you get people that are multicultural involved in stuff too,
Yes.
there's longevity to that. Any crews in town that are
Oh, yeah.
opting to not have certain races or things like that, like that's cool. That's your prerogative, but
Yeah.
it's
not
you
gonna
only
work well.
last for so long. All
Yeah.
it takes is one fanatic from the other crew to come and light everybody up one day because he thinks they're all racist or something.
Yeah.
It's not really a smart way to move.
And the other thing about us, nephew, of all these different generations, like you have said and Brother Ron has said, our parents knew each other,
Yeah, that's right.
and we, all the kids, we knew each other, and now those kids have had children,
Yeah,
and they know each other, so everybody can vouch for each other. We can go back 3-4 generations.
yeah. That's the whole thing when it comes to these communities, and people try to put bad labels on gangs or crews or whatever.
Yeah,
But there is this legacy, and you can trace it back almost like blockchain
yeah,
with cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Yes.
public ledger with
yes,
everybody, and you
Yeah.
can tell this guy did this or this guy didn't do this, and verify people, vet people a lot easier.
Yeah.
yeah,
And these are things you don't get to do in the regular civilian life. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I'm just looking at it with a different perspective, that like you get to test people and you get to see people, and those generations after them, sometimes you can trace back, whereas you can't with someone you just meet. Just a
Exactly.
regular person.
Exactly. And a lot of our parents has also fought in the Second World War.
Yeah,
They came home, and that's how our parents knew each other, and that's
I
how.
I heard yeah, a lot of the people did. I mean, a lot of the stuff I collected is through people that you guys know too, my military art and stuff.
Yes,
Mhm.
So
the Nazi stuff.
everything, yeah,
Yeah,
American, Nazi,
yeah,
African,
Russians.
Russian,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
The collection is growing.
yes, it
For
is.
sure.
Yeah, but
Yes, it is.
I don't want to give too much more away. So if you guys want to just say a couple more things here, and then I want people to kind of stay on their edge of the seat for
Oh,
the documentary.
nephew, Peter, I just wanted to ask, how about the vodka?
All right, yeah. There's Clark Park vodka we created, and
Yes, yes,
Uncle Vic. They created a triple distilled, 8 times filtered vodka that's gluten free, and I'm
yeah.
not sure what else. It's taken out of a stream that's doesn't have any sort of like
No,
residential people around it or anything like that.
yeah,
No livestock.
yeah,
It's a wild stream that's filtered.
yeah.
Again, even though it's already so clear.
And it comes up, nephew, deep from the aquifer up into the stream.
Nice.
So, and the
Yeah,
stream only runs.
I remember them saying yeah.
Yeah, and the stream only runs certain time of the year.
Yeah, so you guys, we'll have bottles we'll be giving away off of the channel here. And you'll find it on retail shelves in liquor stores, beer and wine soon enough also. And you can always hit us up for cases and get discounts if you use code Clark Park.
And it is the best vodka
We just made
you've
that up,
ever
but that's what
drank.
we're going to do.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
like
give you
all
some
our
kind of a
brothers.
discount. Yeah.
yeah.
And so the Clark Park vodka
Yes.
and the documentary coming out. And what else? I
And
just want to
just
make sure I don't miss anything or anyone here. Big shout out to Dame again for making this
yes,
happen.
brother
Yes, for
Dame.
sure.
Much love, bro.
Yeah.
Love, yes.
And thanks to the production guys here today. Not everyone could be here today, but Terrence and Deep are here. Mandeep, you guys want to say hi?
Hey, what's up? What's happening?
Well, there you go. I'm going to wrap it up then. You guys want to say anything?
I'd like to say to all our brothers and sisters, peace, love, and Clark Park to all.
Peace,
Forever,
love, and
bro.
Clark Park. And shout
Forever.
out to our guys in jail that
Yeah, in the federal penitentiaries.
we'll hear this some way, somehow, I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
in the provincial jails.
we're always thinking of you guys, and we're completing these visions and dreams because
Yeah.
we've talked about these kind of things, and
Yeah,
now we're doing them. So
we are.
shout out to you guys. Much love and respect.
Much love
Much
and
love.
respect.
Keep holding it down. Shife, everybody.
Yes, brother Shife, we love you.
Yeah.
Another story of a super solid guy.
Another one. He didn't do shit, but there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
6 life sentences.
6 life sentences for something he never did.
Being solid. It's just the way it is. But hey, this life's too short, like I always say, not to be solid.
Yeah,
I've died, I've come back, and
yeah,
I know this is finite, it's infinite on the other side. So anyone listening that thinks it's hard to do time or whatever, just remember you're getting measured here for a certain reason, whether it's your past life or future reason. Just be solid, be a good person, be a good neighbor, all that stuff. It's too short of a life to fall apart or
yes.
fuck your homies over or pedophile, rapist, any of that shit.
Yeah.
Just hold it to fucking together. Like
We hate
you'll be-
pedophile motherfuckers.
Yeah.
that's a jail thing here,
Rapos
definitely.
and-
Yeah, we're that's
And
embedded
wife
in us.
beaters too. Anybody
Domestic
fucking hits
stuff
women.
too. Yeah, that's it.
Shit
Another
like
thing we
that.
don't really. People might think gangsters are bad or jail people are bad, but like they'd be surprised how we look out for society by taking care of these guys in that way, right?
Yeah.
Guys that come in on domestic issues or guys that come in really funny beefs like that don't have a good time in there.
No.
And so like we're always doing our part.
Yes, we are. Bringing East End street justice to the well-deserved far and wide.
Definitely.
And don't
Yeah.
judge a person unless you have the paperwork to back it up.
That too.
You know.
Yeah.
That too. Don't be so quick to go after people.
And one more special shout out to
Sure.
a brother of ours, Clark Park brother, Vince Campbell.
Yes.
We hope you're alive, Vince.
Yeah, Vince.
God bless you.
God bless
Keep up
you.
the good fight.
Yes.
God bless. I noticed your T-shirt there, Uncle Vic. You want to give another shout out?
Yeah, I
I
do.
know you're a big Eddie fan.
Nephew Peter, I got a shout out to Eddie Van Halen. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Yes,
peace,
I got
definitely.
your Running with the Devil 1978 shirt. And of course, the Clark Parkers 78. We were running heavy with the Devil,
Yes.
along with the Raleigh Park guys and all the other East End boys.
Nice. Well, shout out to all those guys. We'll try to incorporate them somehow in the documentary.
Yes.
And
And if I can, Nephew Peter, please, I got one more very special guy.
absolutely.
Fella named Jack Reddy, who is from Queensboro.
Okay.
And they were they were like the East Enders. And Jack was a brown guy and his wife Sylvia, but many times we were only a phone call away to back Jack up in any issues he ever had. So Jack has passed on. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
rest in peace, Jack.
But Sylvia and all his kids,
Shout out to them.
shout out
Yes.
to all of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, nephew.
Excellent. So, you guys want to say good night to everyone?
Okay.
Anyone want to say a prayer?
Yes. We just hope that all of you have a blessed today, tomorrow, and the following year to come.
Yeah.
Stay safe. And thank you for
Healthy.
listening to our podcast.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
And as we would always say, peace, love, and Clark Park, people.
Peace, love, and Clark
Forever,
Park.
forever.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.